Hello, this is Luca from Dental Reputation, and this is just a very quick video to show you 3 ways how a very top performing, top rated dental practices are using our software to maximize their online reviews. And these are 3 ways which you can use straight away to improve your results. So let's crack right into it. So point number 1 is be patient and be consistent. This is hugely important, and you have to realize that ultimately building your practice's reputation takes time. You know, as the old saying goes, Rome wasn't built in a day. And anything worth building, and a reputation certainly isn't an overnight process. And that's why being consistent is key. And that means that what it's really about, and the key to all of this really, is making sure virtually every single patient receives that review request. And the beauty is you don't have to prejudge, who to send it to, or overanalyze, whether this is the right person or whether they're going to leave a bad review, because we catch that all on the back end. So you can send it out with the knowledge that the worst that can happen is that the patient gives you some bad feedback if they were disappointed for any reason, and you can actually sort that out with them directly. Or on the other hand, they just ignore it and don't do anything at all. So what it comes down to is the fact that steady wins the race. So it's better to do it consistently over time and get a steady flow of reviews coming in than it is to get a load at once. People try and, some of our practices we've worked with have tried to go gung-ho and invite hundreds of patients to leave a review, and it just hasn't worked. Ultimately, if you were to get just 5 reviews a month for 12 months, that would equal 60 reviews, 60 positive reviews, which is more than possibly 99% of all dental practices when you look across the board. Now, have you ever heard of the fable, be the tortoise, not the hare? This is exactly what you have to do when it comes to requesting reviews. Do it consistently, send them out to everyone, and be patient knowing that this is a long-term game and you will get the results. It's inevitable, because 99% of practices just aren't requesting reviews at all. So by the simple fact that you're doing it proactively, you will get ahead. Tip number 2 is make it personal. And this is knowledge we've garnered from speaking to our top performing dental practices. And what we've actually noticed is they tend to be using the internal invite form to send out the review requests. And they just make the overall process of asking for the review more personal and less automated. So they actually mention to the patient that they'll receive a message to leave a review. And when they do this, they're not specifically asking for permission to send the request out. They're not saying, is it okay if we send you a request to leave a review? But they're just planting a seed in their mind and sort of saying it all under the guise of giving great service and just wanting to serve their patients better and really valuing their thoughts. So to give you an example of the kind of thing the receptionist or the practice manager might say to a patient after they've checked in, come in for a checkup or an appointment, this is just an example. So just to let you know, you'll receive a message after you've left asking for a review of our service. If you're too busy, no worries at all. But if you do get a moment, we'd really appreciate if you could please leave us a few lines of feedback. Thanks very much. And again, it's said in the tone that we just want to serve you better, and we'd really, really appreciate it if you could leave us, a few lines of feedback. And it really does increase the chances of that patient going away, getting the message via text or email, and feeling more inclined to want to leave you that glowing positive feedback. Third and final tip is to push reviews via multiple channels. And this all starts with a commitment to generating reviews. You've got to push them like you would any other marketing campaign. In a marketing campaign, if you're trying to get patients to your practice, the most effective way you can do that is by hitting multiple channels. Your potential patients are everywhere. They're on they're looking at your website, they're on Google, they're on Facebook, they're on Twitter. You know, they might not have Twitter, you might have to send them a leaflet. So by hitting those channels, you increase your chances of pushing those, getting those patients in. It's exactly the same for reviews. You've got to hit multiple channels, and obviously we already take care of the SMS texts and the emails, but there's some other techniques you can use as well. So one of them, which we've already provided you with, is the email signatures. And this is something you can just add in. The links work exactly the same, so whatever star rating someone clicks on, it takes them to the appropriate link, whether it be post to Google or Facebook, or leave as an internal form message. Now, if you do communicate with patients via email, then this one is a no-brainer, and it's another opportunity to drive more reviews. Another thing we can do is integrate things with your website, and we've got code available which is very easy just to copy and paste in. Either yourself or a web developer can do it easily. So for example, we have a review us button, which when people click, pops up with this form, which is exactly the same as our landing page, where they can review you there and then. If you've got a lot of traffic to your website, then this could work fantastically well. That aside, there's more old-fashioned techniques such as printed review cards. And we can actually make you a card that has your review address on. And this, again, ties into the second tip, which is, make it personal. And when a patient leaves the practice, you can mention about the reviews, pass them the review card. And will people, find the leave a review directly from the card? Yes, some will, some won't. But what it does, again, it plants that seed in their mind. And some practices we have on board absolutely swear by these review cards. So use a range of methods and you'll see much better results. If you'd like some printed review cards, just get in touch and we can arrange those to be sent out to you. So those are the 3 tips. If there's anything you need, like the website code or the review cards, just get in touch. We can sort that out. Any questions at all, just email support@dentalreputation.co.uk. My name's Luca. I want to thank you for watching, and I'm sure I'll speak to you again very soon. Thank you.